Yo, what's going on YouTube? Welcome back to another NBA 2K21 video. Today we're going to be reconstructing my post score build. Now that the game is out, I have a full understanding of how it works, what I need, what I don't really need, and we're going to reconstruct. We're going to make some slight changes to my post score build to really maximize its potential. Just make it as good as humanly possible for how 2K21 is played. With that said, I know a lot of you guys are going to ask me, yo Giuseppe, I already made the other one. Do I try to delete it and remake it? I already spent VC. I don't know what to do. Nah, man, I wouldn't remake it. The differences are not big enough that I really think it's truly worth remaking unless you just really want to, especially considering next gen comes out in like 3 months. Speaking of next gen, what are you guys getting? Let me know in the comment section. I'm thinking about doing a next gen console giveaway, but I want to base the next gen console I give away based on what you guys are going to be playing on. So let me know down below in the comments. While you're doing that, you might as well go ahead and press the like button as you're coming back up to the video. So go ahead and knock those out. But yeah, I wouldn't remake it. If you've already made the build, I don't think I would bother remaking it unless maybe you're going to stay on this game until 2K22. If you're not getting next gen, maybe consider it. I mean, it's up to you. Just watch the video and see what exact changes I'm making, and you guys can decide if you want to make the changes or not. I don't think I would, even if I was staying on this game, but I'm definitely going to next gen, so nah, I'm not remaking it. But I did want to show you guys the best available option in case you haven't made one yet and you still want to. So let's go ahead, get right into it. Enough of all that nonsense intro stuff. Let's go ahead and look at the build. Center, you definitely want to be a center. 100% be a center. Left or right-handed, it doesn't matter. Personal pick for you guys. Continuing on, same pie chart. We still going with this mostly green, the mostly blue, the all blue one. That joint looks pretty good. Don't get me wrong, that's a really good build. I'll probably make another video on that as well, but I still think, now I get this question a lot, I still think that this one is better. I really do. But that's because I love to fade. If you guys don't love to fade, maybe you won't. But hey, this right here, I'm telling y'all, it's fire. Go ahead, choose this pie chart right here. You want this physical profile, the one that gives you all that strength and maximizes your speed. We don't need all that extra vertical. If you want the extra vertical, go crazy. Oh, I didn't mean to click that. Oh, hold on, we messing up here. Get the one with the speed. And you want the extra speed. You want to be that a little bit faster. So go ahead and choose that one. Now our actual attributes, how we're going to load these out, is going to be a little bit different. We're going to have some changes. Close shot is going to be at a 91. We're going to max our standing dunk and our post hook this time around. I think last time we lowered it a little bit. Now moving on to the shooting. There's some big differences happening on the shooting. We're only going to max out our mid-range and our post fade. Previously, we did the 3-point shot. Now we're not maxing it this time because of shooting. The shooting is fine. You can absolutely shoot just fine with this build. It has high enough shooting. Trust me. We'll talk more about that later. The reason we're lowering the 3-point shot is because this build, with how 2K21 is played, is too slow for the twos. You cannot do it. In past 2Ks, it was slow, but you could still play defense. You can make up for it, show and go, get back. As long as you were really efficient defensively, you could definitely get stops versus most players. Eventually, throughout the course of a game, you could get a stop. And then on offense, you're pretty much unstoppable. And that was kind of the perk of the build. So it was very viable for twos. This year, I still think you can use it. The problem is the meta on 21 right now is play shots, shooting those little mid-range fadeaways, which wouldn't be a problem. That's fine. Me and Ron have dealt with that in the past on twos when we're using a post score, and we've been able to get stops. The problem with this game is they never miss a white. They always go in. Every single time it goes in. So with you being this slow, it's too slow to pick them up for those off dribbles. If they were stopping and shooting a regular midi, you'd have enough time to pick up. But those off dribbles, they're too fast for you to be able to pick up to stop them, and they make every single white. So it's not even like they have to time it. So it's not even like if they're good, you're gonna lose. They can be terrible and white everything, and they'll still win the game. So with that said, this build's gonna be a little bit too slow for twos. If you want to make a post score for twos, I mean, you can use this. If they patch those mid-range whites always going in, then this is very viable. You can absolutely use this build for twos. But you can maybe use a smaller post score in the meantime if you want to make something like 6'10", because most other centers are like 6'8" anyway. You'll be a little faster. You might be fast enough to pick up on those mid-range fadeaways from the play shots. But realistically, this build, it's not going to be as good at twos as it was in the past, because that's how twos is played, with those off dribble shots. Because of that, it makes it much harder to play defense. You kind of got to get lucky for a stop because they make every single white. Trust me, they do. So for that reason, I lowered D3 because this build now going to be mostly used for either ones or probably something like pro. And pro, you can definitely use it ones 100%. On the ones court though, you're not going to shoot that many 3-point opportunities because it's going to be hard for you to get open on them anyway. That was more so for like a pick and pop or a spot up situation with a teammate. It's high enough to shoot it. Trust me, it is, because I've been shooting them. It was high enough, but now that we're not going to play twos with it, we're not going to upgrade that. So that leaves us with a lot of extra points. We're going to first upgrade our defense, max this out to get 9 badges now instead of 8. So the previous build only got 8. Now we're going to get 9, which is going to be a big difference. The extra 1 badge is pretty nice. So now we got perfectly 9, and the rest is going to go to our playmaking. We actually want to get 9 playmaking now as well. I know previously I told you 6 is all you needed, but this year you have to have unpluckable. Unpluckable is a must-have badge on a post score on 21. I promise you guys. So you want 9 playmaking so you can get post spin, quick first step, and unpluckable. If I was going to remake this build, this is how I would make it so far. This is what it would look like. We're going to move on. There's a couple other adjustments we're going to make as well. Body shape is still built. Now we're going to go 7-3. Previously, I went 7-2 just to have a little bit more shooting, and that's because of what Mike Wang said before the game came out, talking about you need a 75, this and that. So I went 7-2 to get a little bit more shooting and a little more speed. So I figured I'd be able to shoot a little bit better on the twos court. Now we're going 7-3, and this isn't necessarily because we're playing ones, but it's because shooting is just fine. Shooting, like, you can the medium range was just fine without having diamond or floor general. My teammate didn't have that yet, and I'm not even a 99 yet. So without the +4 attributes for hitting 99, without the diamond or floor general boost, I was still greening mid ranges just fine. So saving those 2 extra points by losing an inch is really not necessary, because you can shoot with that low of a midi anyway. When you hit 99, it's going to be higher than what I have right now without 99, and I'm shooting just fine. So to be honest with you, it's not necessary at all. Definitely go 7-3. And the force speed you lose, that's negligible. It's not even going to matter. Weight, 100% you're going max. You want to maximize your strength. Like we said last time, I think we said 287. I think you saved something. Yeah, I think 287 saves you some speed and you don't lose strength. I think that's what we want. Yeah, that's what we went with. It was 286. 286. So 286 is what you guys want to go. That's it right there. 286. Wingspan, previously we went 2 under max. 2 under max to maximize again our shooting and our post fade. The extra 1. The extra 1 is not worth it. It's not necessary. Trust me, it's not going to make a difference. I'm shooting fades just fine. And again, I haven't hit 99 yet, so I don't even have my +4. So you definitely don't need that extra 1. It's not going to make any difference. We also went down a little bit more again to increase our 3 and our midi. But like I said, it doesn't make a difference. Trust me, you can shoot just fine. This 65 midi we're going to have is going to be fine, because I think right now I'm at a 68 with my normal player. I believe 68. It's either 68 or 69, and I'm shooting just fine. And that's without floor general or diamond boosting me. So when I get the +4 in this build at 99, I'm going to have a 69 anyway. So I'll be able to shoot just fine, because I know for a fact you can shoot just fine, because I'm doing it right now with the 7-2 build I made. So go max wingspan 100%. Silly mistake. This is the first year I didn't go max height, max wingspan. And of course, 3 days into the game, I decide, I would have rather had max height, max wingspan. And another good thing about the max wingspan is your standing dunk goes up. The standing dunks are great this year, so you definitely want it like that. So this is now how I would make this build in 2K21. Takeover, I would still 100% go with post score take. And that should still give us the name interior force. So it's not going to change our name much. And it's very small tweaks, but it's actually pretty significant as well. The biggest thing is we got rid of the 3-pointer that we're just not going to use at all on the ones court, because we're mostly going to use this build for the ones. Now we got an extra defense badge. We got 3 extra playmaking. One thing to note though is we did get less shooting badges. So another option that you guys do have if you want to maintain those shooting badges is you can get rid of those extra 3 playmaking. If you don't really feel like you need quick first step, you can get rid of those. If you don't mind not having the extra defense badge, you can get rid of that if you're okay with 8. And you can throw it on free throw, and you actually get more shooting badges than we had before. So you can actually get more shooting badges than we had with the 3 max, because free throw does give you more. So you can kind of play around with this a little bit. If you're good with, like, what do we have, 20? I think we have 20. You might still be able to get, you can get 8 playmaking, so you can get like silver quick first step. So you can do it something like this if you guys want to kind of play around with it a little bit, but that's pretty much how I would make the adjustments. I don't think I'd go with those extra shooting. I think I would definitely keep the extra defense. But this is it. This is the updated post score build. This is how I would use it on 2K21 now that I know how the game's played, after I've had a few days to kind of play the game and experience what's needed and what's not needed. These are the slight updates I would make to the build. Nothing too major. Again, I don't think if you've already maxed out the other build, put a bunch of VC in and got all his badges, I don't think I'd get rid of them just to make this one. The changes are not that significant where it's really worth it. But this, I will say, is definitely better. This is more efficient than the other one. But if you've already made the other one, trust me, the other one's just fine. The other one's good enough. I'm winning just fine with the other one. This one's just slightly better. Hopefully you guys enjoyed though. Feel free to drop a like on the video. If you guys did, check out the Twitch streams. We're over there every day. Every day I'm streaming on Twitch. If you want to see me using this build, I'm over there on Twitch going crazy. going crazy, man. Let me tell y'all. So go check it out. Links in the description. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, man. I will catch you next time. Peace. Yo, hopefully you guys enjoyed that video on the best post score build in the game. If you guys want to know what badges to put on the best post score build, check out this video over here. I did a breakdown of all the badges in the game for post scores. Hope you guys enjoy it.